Hey guys, it's Philly Pre, and I'm back again with another K-drama review. As you can tell by the title, I'm only going to say the title once, DoDoSolSolLaLaSol. Um, it was on Netflix, 16 episodes, and I'm going to just jump right in and say I just finished it. I did a couple reviews this morning that were like ones that I needed to do to play catch up, but this one is like a fresh one. Like I just finished this one. And I'm gonna start off and keep it real with y'all. These writers of this drama, disrespectful. Utterly disrespectful. Like, the drama was cute and rara or la because you know the R is really like an L sound, whatever. And she had a cute little, she was a little spoiled little brat, but she was adorable and cute. She was almost like a little doll. And she had a little cute little dog named Mimi. But we just gonna start from the end because that's where the writers, as far as I was concerned, was disrespectful. And we're gonna try to keep this review short. I'm gonna try to harp on every character, say a little piece about them, and then give my rating and let it be. Why in episode 15, that's where I'm gonna start with this, do June all of a sudden got leukemia and he's sick and it ain't looking good? Really? If I look crazy, it's because I was crying. I ain't even gonna front. First of all, I got a lot going on in real life, so I probably needed a good cry. Anyway, so for that, writers, thank you. But honestly, I wasn't really trying to like be. I mean, I'm distraught. I said, how they gonna let this boy be sick? Now I get if you look back, like he was having them like nosebleeds and stuff or whatever. But I was just like, okay, he working hard. He was used to, leading a plush life, but now he worked manual labor. He tired. I ain't associated with him being sick. These writers was sneaky and they was underhanded with this little one. Like I ain't see it coming, hit me like a ton of bricks, and it had me emotional wreck. What's wrong with them? Okay, so fast forward to 16. So 16, he does this whole I'm going away to school thing. You know how they do. They don't tell the truth. He spends his last little bit of time with Ada. Um, and, she thinks he's at school. They texting, they calling. She's none the wiser, like completely none the wiser. And then, they plan to like do this little Christmas concert for her little piano studio that she have, La La Land. And so she was like, we should do a duet, and you coming home for Christmas, and they do this whole Christmas party, and I got all the people there, just little people from the town info, and it's just cute. But he ain't showing up, but he sent a video. Okay, so he just died? Like, really? So now his mother shows up, he's not with us any longer. I was the one who sent you the video. He asked me to return this to you. Thank you for the time that you gave my son. And now I'm crying. I'm bawling my eyes out because June didn't make it. Now the lady who owned the little, what's it called, hair salon, because I ain't remember nobody's name, she balling with her daughter, and then the daughter's boyfriend, he crying alone. Then you got Dr. Chai, he crying. Everybody's a mess because guess what? June was infectious and everybody loves him. He touched everybody's lives in some type of way. Why y'all doing this to me? Really? Like, where this come from? I thought I was in a Korean drama with the white trucker doom. Like when this little whole scenario popped up, I'm telling you, I was like, I felt like I virtually got hit with the white trucker doom. Really? This how y'all gonna do me? Okay. I had to get that out. So let's go back now. So I thought Dr. Child was cute. I love the fact that he decided one day, I'm over this marriage. I ain't putting up with your nonsense no more. I'm out, and he moved somewhere else. I loved Mr. Kim, the little grandfather. I loved his relationship with June. He was great. I loved how he was just such a good friend to June, that I thought their relationship was awesome. And he was just such a sweet guy. He was just, in his stories about his wife and wanting to learn the piano, everything about that was beautiful. And I love this little town, this little, wherever they were. Unpo. Like, I thought it was just quaint and the people were just cute. Then you got the ladies at the hair salon. Child, they meet there every day. They making kimchi pancakes. I feel like she didn't got her, the one she always sitting under a dryer kept getting her hair done every day. She shouldn't have no hair at this point. She'd have been in the daggone under the dryer so many times. But anyway, I love their little relationship and their little club they had, the TWD, and you know, the one who was struggling to have kids. Their dynamic was just cute and their little bickering. Loved them all. Who else? Then you had the one who runs the salon, her daughter, and you know, the little guy, he liked her, but she always liked somebody else. But, you know, that's teenagers and how it go. I do want to harp on the fact that a little bit, you know, like with June and Nada, how he really was like, she knew him and he had met her and fell for her way before she even like put two and two together and realized. It was like, wow, he really, really liked her from day one. Some people may be like annoyed or, you know, didn't like the age difference or whatever. I didn't really harp on that. Like they technically, yeah, he was like what, 19, even though he lied. I said he was 24. Okay. I get it. It may have rubbed some people wrong, but they didn't really, well, they did kind of kiss, I guess, but you know, it's not like they really did anything while he was 19 and he wasn't like a baby. I don't know what the laws are in Korea, like, you know, but he was over 18, so he wasn't 21, but he was over 18. And, you know, 5-year age difference isn't, depending on how you look at it, can't be, I mean, no. When it's minors, and yeah, then it's different. But if you're not a minor anymore, so don't be trying to come for me in the comments like, well, I think it did it. I'm just saying how I looked at it. It's a goddamn show. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Okay, so moving on. Who else did I want to talk about? Oh my goodness, the little boy, Jamin. Okay, first of all, he was a piano genius. But when that little psycho one who was stalking Ada hurt his arm, and he still went to the thing and tried to play with the one hand, and he was crying about, let me tell you, I want to go through the TV screen and hurt that man. Why would he do that to him? Oh my goodness, he did not deserve that. But I loved how, like, you know, at the end, like, you know, Rada was really working with him, and how his dad got to see him at the Christmas, like, little recital show thing, and, you know, be proud of him, and he looked like he was going to go on to do great things, so I was really happy for that. I was glad the little psycho dude got caught and went away to serve his time. Oh, we cannot forget. We're going to touch on June's mom, too, but we cannot forget the director who June's mom hired, like the detective, you know, like a little bit of a goon or whatever, to find June when she didn't know where he was. I love how he fell in love with the lady that runs the hair salon. I love how he just was like, oh no, I'm staying in Umpo. And I love how him and Dr. Child's relationship, like when he asked to move in with him, and he was like, oh, I love to cook. Didn't I tell you I was good with a knife? And he was cooking all that good food, and Dr. Child was grubbing like, listen, baby, it's okay if he stay here. Now, before I get to June's mom, I must talk about Dr. Child's ex-wife. Girl, I found her funny, because I had talked about in another review that I did this morning, how these, you know, these exes want to come back, and girl, no. But this one I was okay with, because yes, she wanted to come back. She was jealous of Dada. She thought that's who he wanted to be with, and and it was like the more she didn't have him, the more she was intrigued by him, and why you keep leaving Soul coming to Impo? But she did. But the one thing I will say, he didn't give her the time of day. He made her work for it. He made her earn it. And she had to feel it. She had to see, you know what? Wow, I really had something good and I let it go. And that to me was different than when they just, I'm taking back my spot. That's not how it works. Hers was a little bit different. And she was a little more upfront and honest, like, yo, I screwed up. And I love the fact that even though he was cautious, he did date her, you know, after all was said and done. But he made her wait. You know, she wanted to like remarry or whatever, but they dated for like 5 years or something. Yeah. Heifer, you don't just get to come back and feel like, because you didn't treat him that great, so you don't just get to come back and just be like, oh, I'm back. But no, I love how he made her earn that and made her see, we already did this once and we already screwed it up. I'm not really trying to go down that road again. And I love the fact that he was like, and are you going to be okay moving to Impo, because I love it here and I ain't really trying to leave. She was like, oh my God, yes, I'll just be the best wife at Impo. Oh. So That's how it should be. I thought that was absolutely adorable. Now, June's mom, we're going to get to her. Because in the beginning, I thought she was just a crazy woman who all she did was yell and throw white envelopes full of money at people. Because that was literally her character. And find my son, you know. It was like she was loco. The dad wasn't really in it too much, but you know, typical dad, you know, he runs the hospital, whatever. So, you know, he wants his son to follow in his footsteps, you know, but he has no regard for how his son feels. And the wife was basically just trying to do what the husband wanted and not really, instead of saying, you know what, let me see what my son really wants. And like, you know, but when June got sick, they both got their ex like that, which in any case, that makes you think differently. That makes you see things differently. So they didn't really show how, you know, at the end, like how it was with the dad, but you could definitely see how with the mom, like she was like, I should have got to know him more. I should have, you know, all that time wasted. Like she felt it, but I feel like the dad felt it too. In the one scene that they did show. But we're going to get to this disrespectful ending. And when I say disrespectful this time, like I'm low-key, like I'm not mad though, but I'm a little like annoyed with it because how 5 years ago you show up on Christmas Day and you say June is not with us anymore, da da da, and 5 years later, June looking fine, hair did, suit on, show up. That was cruel. Him getting sick was cruel, writers, and him showing up 5 years later where everybody thought he was dead. Cruel. That was like cruel and unusual punishment. Why would y'all do that to people? Why? We ain't deserve that. Now, was I happy for Dada? Yes. Because everybody else was finding the happiness. Oh, and the fact that the teenage couple, the shop owner's daughter and the guy, how they got married and had a little baby, G.I., which she looked adorable. And oh my goodness, Mimi was like the cutest little dog. And I'm not even into toy dogs, but I found Mimi adorable in this. And especially when they would have Mimi like say little stuff in the little comment, the little caption bubbles. I thought that was cute. But writers, y'all ain't really do me wrong, but y'all just like hurt my feelings. Like I was just like, why? One, why is June sick? And then two, why is June dead? Like I guess I'm mad because I literally cried like a lot. And then at the end of the 16th episode, June is back. He like, because I wanted to make sure I came back fully healthy. But my thing is, it wasn't another way to do that without pretending to be dead and having your mom make everybody think you ain't on this earth no more. Like, it had to be a better way. I feel like, I don't know what it was because I can't think right now, but I feel like it had to be a better way. But anyway, let me take a breath. That's it. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover about the different characters. All in all, it was a cute drama. It was cute. It was, you know, it was light. Rara was so just like I said, like a little doll. And, you know, and I was sad that her dad died, but I was also very happy that her dad's Secretary Moon, I think it was, that he didn't do anything crazy. And he was actually a good secretary to her father and to her. And he didn't just like mess up and run off with like money and stuff and end up becoming an actor. That was a twist that I didn't see coming, but I was happy for him too. So let's get ready to wrap it up. I think I covered everything that I wanted to say. And yeah, I think I definitely would recommend it to other people to watch. But I don't know, like, do I give a disclaimer? Like, if I recommend to a friend, do I let them know, like, yo, but when you get to episode 15, I'm just saying, you might get a little shock. You know, I don't know. But anyway, thought it was good. If you watched, before I say that, let me get my rating. So, I was low-key in my own way, like I said, mad at these disrespectful writers for the way they made me think June was, well, he was sick and then dead and the whole 9 yards. But it really was a good drama. Because the writers was disrespectful, I'm taking off a little bit, half a point or whatever we want to call it, half a star. So I'm going to give it 4.5. I was going to give it 4, but I still was happy that like she ended up with him at the end. So they get that half back. So I'm going to give it 4.5. So this is fully free, given, I ain't saying this title no more. This, you know what the title is. Giving this drama 4.5 stars. And like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you did. Especially if you're a K-drama lover like me. Like, I'm a K-drama addict. Subscribe, you know. Watch watch my reviews. I would appreciate it. And if you watch this drama already and you watch this review, comment. Let me know how you like the drama, what you liked about it. Just like I always say, let's create a dialogue in the comments. And what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Should we create a dialogue in the comments? Said that already. And yeah, so I guess that's about it. So until next time, guys. Bye.